Look, here today was the final day of the first round of Japan, and it's quite interesting to see how much time they have given to Sea Shepherd and how much they are trying to make this court case actually into a charge against Sea Shepherd, whereas the charges are clearly against Japan for misuse of regulations regarding commercial whaling. But it seems like Japan is trying to make this a case against Sea Shepherd. And one of the things that I noticed that they've been using video footage and photo footage of the Bob Barker in several occasions, where the Bob Barker is colliding with a Japanese vessel. And what they failed to show is in fact that the Nishimaru, their own factory ship, is pushing the Bob Barker into their fuel barge.
And besides, they forgot to mention that our Dutch lawyers filed criminal complaints because of this action. We got very clear footage that the Bob Barker was driven into the Sun Laurel. Today, they showed a picture on which it looked as if the Bob Barker was deliberately ramming the Sun Laurel, which was absolutely not the case. And like I stated, we already filed a case against Japan because of it.
So one of the things I noticed is that the Japanese counsel keeps referring to Australia that they've been using the evidence in a selective way. Whereas I've noticed that the Japanese counsel is doing just that. They've been using evidence in a very, very selective way. And they've also been using a lot of the so-called evidence that is actually originated from Japanese sources. So a lot of the so-called evidence we've seen is originated from the ICR whale, which is a Japanese whaling operation.
What was interesting yesterday that even Professor Wallow, he did not agree with the Japanese research when it came to the topic of humpbacks and fin whales. He said he had some serious reservations. So for the expert who was supposed to confirm the Japanese statement, that was, well, very interesting. What I also found a bit disturbing, that we've been here for several days now, and there's a lot of discussion about science and scientific research. It seems to me that Japan is totally using the word science for the mere activity of collecting data, which is killing